Hello and welcome back to another Pressing HD video. Today we have another career mode episode. It is episode 4 of the Classics Birmingham City Legends. As you can see, we've got a new month and just a quick squad report to go over. I'm just going to quickly buzz through. We've got Merrick, who's gone up despite his age, probably because he's a goalkeeper. We've got Pendry, who's gone up. Larson's declining by 1 single standing aggression. Page has gone up. Murphy's gone up by 2, but then unfortunately, due to his real age, Mikel Forsell is declining. Craig Gardner is declining as well, which I'm not happy about. He's got 2 goals, 1 assist, and he's only 27. There's no need for him to go down whatsoever. I think that's really annoying. But then, apart from that, we've got Hall who's going up, Francis who's going up. Who's that just all worth £0? There we go, Alan Tate. Was it Alan Tate? I'm not sure whether it's Alan or whatever. But it's because he's retiring and he's 43 years age, which is his real actual age. Terry's gone down by 1, but he's currently not playing at all, is he? So that's understandable. So, as you can see, if we go ahead and look at our calendar month, we've got even more controversy, as we've been through to Wolves in the Capital One Cup round of 16. That is just typical, isn't it? So we've got Wolves, Villa, Liverpool and West Ham. West Ham, definitely no. Liverpool, they're a good team, but we're at home, so I think because there's 2 derbies to choose from, no. Villa and Wolves, it's just got to be Villa. Purely because, 1, we haven't really played Villa in ages. Well, we're going to play them soon, but in the goddamn Capital One Cup itself, but we haven't played them in ages, and I would just love to play Villa because it's just our main rivals. Although Wolves are also a rival, it's only the Capital One Cup, and I couldn't really care less about it. So if Wolves beat us, then they beat us. But Villa, it's just got to be Villa. I know we're at home and we could be away here. I'm not really sure where we are, but like, we could have a look. We're actually at home against Wolves as well. So I think it's got to be Aston Villa for this month. So we'll see him at West Ham, Liverpool and Wolves, and we'll play Villa. This is the team we're setting up with for this game against West Ham. We've got a midweek game against Liverpool, of course, as well. If you didn't notice, it was midweek. So we have got to play a bit of a weaker side, I suppose. Larson's back from injury, which is nice to see, but a few declines in the likes of Forsell is unfortunate. We've kept Gary Murphy and Forsell as the front 3. We'll substitute Francis and Bradford in for the Liverpool game. Hopefully we can get a win. We should get a win. But at the moment we're losing. Noble has scored a penalty for West Ham and we are losing this game. This cannot happen. Oh my god, 2-1. We've conceded 2 against West Ham. No. First loss of the season. With no disrespect for West Ham, that is really poor. That is really poor from our team. An 88 rated goalkeeper conceded 2. We've got an 84 rated left back who's playing right back, but he's right footed. Don't know why I did that, but you know. We've got a very solid side there. We've got 3 strikers who are easily capable of scoring goals, and I know Forsell's gone down, but Gary Murphy and Forsell, they are capable of scoring goals. But it's a shame that we've lost, I suppose, but we've just got to try and move on. It means that we were also 3 points behind Chelsea now in the title race. We're going to have to beat Liverpool. We've got to beat Liverpool. This is the team that we're setting up with for the game against Liverpool. After that loss against West Ham, I just can't believe it. We've got to win this now, which is annoying because we shouldn't have the pressure of winning Liverpool. We should just be able to beat West Ham. Womack is still mildly injured, so we can't play him. And we are still yet to unlock our 3 players. Of course, we've got to win 2 more games that we actually play, not simulate. So let's go ahead and simulate this game. Oh my god, I'm putting the controller down. This is scary. They've got a bad run of form. They drew West Brom, drew Schalke, and lost their rivals, Everton. Gardner's put us ahead. Get in there. Gardner's got another goal to his tally. God knows why he's declining in stats. He's playing really well, so I don't know why he's declining. But 2 minutes in, and it looks like it could be decisive. Skirtle's gone and got injured. Murphy's put us 2-0. Yes, get in there. I think this is just a pure Francis 3-0. Pure example of how playing away in fixtures that we simulate completely changes the entirety of the game. Dan even got a goal, 4-0 against Liverpool. I know it was a better team out there. We got Francis, Murphy and Bradford up front, but Jesus Christ, that is a really good win. A solid win. And where are Liverpool in the table? Well, after that victory, they are 10th. So -3 goal difference. We put them into minuses, and not only that, we put them down to -3. God blimey, that was a really good win. And we're now back level with Chelsea. Chelsea must have lost. Everton are the only team to be still unbeaten so far, and they could go top of the table if they win their game in hand. So it should be a victory, really, but anything can happen in a derby, and they are really low in the table. They're 17th. But, you know, despite that quality that we've got, of course, we're not speaking about real life, we're speaking about this, but, you know, we should be Villa here. But, again, it's a derby, anything. Let's do this. Let's get a victory. Come on! This is how we line up against Aston Villa for this game. This is another post-commentary game. I do apologise for that, but I am better at playing without commentating at the same time. We've got pretty much our first team out there, not surprisingly, to be honest. It is a very, very big game. And actually, for the first time in FIFA 15, like ever, the stadium worked. I called it Small Heath Arena in commemoration, in retribution, if you like, to the whole classic idea of Birmingham City. We used to be called Small Heath, sort of thing. But we've had St Andrews for a very long time. I think since the 1920s, in fact, could do with a new stadium, or at least an extension. But nothing really happened up until the point where Francis broke the deadlock, and it was hopefully a sign of things to come, but it was a bit sudden, to be honest. I didn't feel like I deserved the lead, in a sense. I sold the defender, though. I think it was a Corey there, and I just completely sold him for dead. And Francis gets his 5th goal of the competition, which puts him in the joint 2nd spot. But as you can see at half time, 0 shots or 0 shots. How's that work? I've got 1 goal. I'm 1-0 up. Awful possession, but I'm 1-0 up, and I've had 0 shots. That was definitely a pretty damn good shot. And Bradford goes through as well. It was a nice bit of triangular play, and it just opened up the left-back area. Bradford exploited that and penetrated their defence like, you know, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say there, but no, but seriously, he completely destroyed it, and you can see what it means to us, because it's a derby, but it's been a very tight game, I'm not going to lie. Villa have cancelled us out, they've kept a lot on the ball, but we've managed to counter-attack away, and our quality on the counter-attack has basically made us Chelsea. But you can see Merrick does pull off a save, which is one of very few that Aston Villa do force Merrick into, despite their highish possession stats are around 55 to 57%. They didn't really, in the end, do anything which was killer or do anything which would decide the game or change the complexity of the game. They were very quiet in the attacking areas, and they kept passing it around my area, but never unleashed a shot, never really gave that killer strike, that deadly attack which they needed to do. They never had the final product to put in simple terms. And well, the last side, look at this, they just pass, up until the point where they tried to get through, and eventually their shot's just too weak because the ball was stuck under his feet. I was already there around him, I'd completely surrounded him, and again, the last pass, the final third, it's just really poor from them. And to be honest, that is what the deciding factor of this game was. That was the difference between the two sides. That was the separation in between the two sides. And apparently it was offside or something. Now I don't know what happened, but that is the truth, and that is why we won the game. Was expecting to win the game because we've got a better team than they do have, because we've got all of our best ever players, whilst Villa have just got pretty much one of their worst teams in quite a while, along with Benteke and Delph, which is, of course, players that have left. So, I mean, you could say that their transfer business in the window was good with the likes of Adama Traore, but at the same time, losing them two could really, really hurt them this year. Hopefully for them, their replacements, such as Adama Traore, come in and do well. Of course, as a Birmingham fan, if we are able to get promoted, then we wouldn't like to see Villa get relegated, because it'd be a chance for a derby in the Premier League. And I miss all 4 Midlands teams being in the Premier League, and I actually prefer it that way, in my opinion. I think I much prefer it that way. And I wouldn't like to see Villa get relegated. I know that sounds like a bit of a bold statement to make as a Birmingham fan, but almost a bit of a betrayal-like statement. But if we were to get promoted, which who knows, could be next season, could be 2 seasons, could be like 4 seasons time, we don't know. But you just don't know really, do you? But if we were ever, I'd like to be able to play Villa. if you understand where I'm coming from. But Gardner does put his head on it, but he can't quite get his head on it. Someone comes in with a complete karate chop as well, studs up and everything, dangerous challenge. But that's it, we win 2-0, we've got one more game left of the month now, of course, against Wolves. It was a good result, clean sheet, and I think in the end I just sort of cancelled out the game and let the game play through with no pressure. And I could have got more, but I decided to sort of sit back and relax a bit, which was really surprising. I suppose that's a good victory in the end against Aston Villa. You know, it's a rival team. We can do with a win there, and we got the win. Now we've got another derby, would you believe it, here against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Capital One Cup. You know, I mean, earlier I was saying I'd be happy to be kicked out the Capital One Cup. Now I'm sort of glad that we're in it. We've got to simulate it though, which is a shame. It really is a shame because we would have really liked to play it. I saw the Villa game as a priority though, because it's Aston Villa, isn't it? And they are the main arch rivals, despite Wolves also being pretty bad rivals as well. But round 4 of the Capital One Cup, I wouldn't like to get kicked out of this time. I'll happily get kicked out of round 5 as long as it's not Villa or West Brom in there, because to be honest, I'm not bothered about the cup, but I'm bothered about the derby, if you know where I'm coming from. In fact, I'm just going to quickly put Foster in goal as he is our cup keeper, which was my mistake. I normally remember to do that. But hopefully we can get a victory. We've only got a 3-day break until the next game, which is one I think we will be playing against Chelsea, which decides whether we unlock one of our unlockable golden boys, which is Terry, etc. So Birmingham versus Wolves. They've got Dicko and Afobe up front. They've still got Sacco, of course. 30 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Bit of a shaky start. Forsell's got a bad injury. Bradford's came on and scored though. So, I mean, a bit of both and mixed feelings at the moment, mixed emotions out there, because it was 5 minutes after Bradford came on, after an injured Forsell went off, and Bradford might actually be the difference. He is the deciding factor in this game. That substitution and that injury was the deciding factor. Please don't be out for long. 3 weeks. It's sort of handable. It's really it's handable because we've got so many strikers. So 3 weeks, pulled groin. If anyone was to get injured, to be honest, it was out of Duggery and Bentner probably. But I mean, Forsell's the next one there, or maybe apart from Murphy. So I mean, Forsell's like our third, fourth best striker, but Francis and Bradford are the players that we really need to keep fit, and mainly our centre-backs as well, as we're low in numbers there. But we have got a press conference here. Let's unnerve Jose Mourinho just for the lols. Jose Mourinho, tactically weak. Some of the stories that come out, eh? But anyway, I did like watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash the like button. It's been an awesome start to this Birmingham City, the Class-ics career mode, and I can't wait to continue it. I will. See you next time. Subscribe if you're new and you don't want to miss my FIFA 16 content. If you are new, that is, as well. If you're old as well, if you've been here since the beginning, you don't want to miss my FIFA 16 content. Stick around. It is coming very, very soon.